Greetings dear students. Today we are going to discuss on the topic writing skill. So there are various types of writing, abstract writing, mind mapping, letter writing, essay writing, paragraph writing, précis writing. There are so many types of writing. Among that, the first one is abstract writing. It is a concise summary of your thesis or an article. So abstract usually gives the overall idea of an article or an thesis or any projects. So it allows the reader to decide whether the article is relevant for them, whether to proceed in reading the whole article. So it also included, it is always included at the beginning of any article or thesis or any project proposal. So it is also called as summary, executive summary and executive abstract. The next one is the kinds of abstract. There are two types of abstract. One is descriptive and another one is informative. Descriptive abstracts are the description of any project report. It only gives the main purpose and overview of the content. It is very short, maybe in one or two lines. It gives the general idea of what is being written in the whole report. For example, we write aim in our practical note and all. We used to write aim, so that becomes a descriptive abstract. The next type is informative abstract. So informative abstract should inform the readers and describe what the research is about, and it also should give the key informations. It should summarize the main findings and the conclusion which the researcher will arrive at. It should not indicate the structure, what is being followed in the project article or a thesis, but it should give all the main findings and the conclusion. So, what are the parts of informative abstract? Informative abstract usually contains a background, aim, method, result, and conclusion. The next type is article writing. What is article writing? There are various kinds of article writing. Article writing can be found in newspaper, magazine and journals, and we also tend to write research articles, so that is also called article writing. So it is based on the audience, the article writing and the information that we share in the article varies. So for an article writing which is published in a newspaper and magazine and journals, it has wide audience, and it should be attractive in nature. It should attract the readers. So it should contain a story, any speech or any description that is so attractive, and it persuades the reader to read that particular article. So articles can be formal or informal depending on the audience on for whom we are writing it. So it should be interesting and entertaining in manner if we tend to write the articles in newspaper. So it should also give a opinion, thoughts or facts. So articles should be centered on any of the opinion, thoughts or facts. So what are the components of article? So an article's main component is its attractive title. So the title must be eye-catching, and it should have subheadings. It should have an introduction, body part which should contain 2 or 5 paragraphs, and a topic which is well developed in that body paragraphs, and it should have a very strong conclusion. So the introduction part should define the topic, and it should keep the reader's attention. So the introduction part is the deciding part that makes the reader to proceed reading the whole article. What are the things that we need to remember while writing? So while writing, we should have in our mind these 3 questions: where, who and what. So where the particular thing has happened, who is the main part of that particular thing, and what is being written. So the style, language, level of formality, everything becomes a deciding factor in the layout. So we need to determine the information, what is it about, and then we have to organize it. Okay, according to the who is the audience and what is the content is about, according to that we should organize it, and then we have to start writing. Before writing, we need to satisfy these three questions: what is it about, who is it about, and where this article is going, to whom it is going, or if it is about any news, where that particular news has happened. Okay, and each paragraph should talk about one particular topic sentence. So the next one is hands out preparation. This handout preparation is usually used in conferences where people used to present it. Before the presentation, they take a printout of that presentation and they give it to the main people, the chairperson, for them to have a overall idea. So that is the hands out preparation. So for this you need to be well prepared, and you should have a handout before. If you are wishing to give an handout, then in beforehand you have to take a printout of each and every slide in a concise manner and give it to the viewers or the listeners. The next type is the lecture notes preparation. How are we supposed to prepare a lecture notes? One important point is that we need to read a diverse source. Then we should keep in track of all the sources that we have referred to, and listen to similar lecturers, and look into the varied opinions on that particular topic. And then we should consider the purpose. What is the main purpose of this particular topic, and according to that we have to modify our lecture notes. And also depends on the level of students whom we are preparing this lecture notes. And it should start with an outline. It should also include an introduction and conclusion. What is note taking? So this is the most important type of writing skill, note taking. We take notes to select whether we need this or whether we don't need this. So for that we tend to take notes. And in order to understand any content, in order to understand any theory or any work of art or anything, we tend to take notes to understand. And this note taking is usually seen in a class. Students used to take notes in order to remember and understand and note down the important theories, formulas, or any important people's name. So that is note taking, and we have to use underlining and highlighting as a part of note. It is a very important part of note taking. When we, while taking notes, if it is a very important word, then we need to underline it, and we need to we should use highlighter to highlight it. And we can also use small diagrams that describes the whole idea in note taking. So this is the example of a mind map. Mind map is nothing but a mapping of the whole idea into a small sectors. Like we should use only small phrases in the mind map, and mind map is very useful for studying purpose, and in order to explain any very difficult topic, we can use this mind map as a summarizer. And this is another example of mind mapping, which talks about the importance of tree, or why trees are important to our life. It is summarizing the importance of tree. The next one is rejoinder. Rejoinder is a very important type of writing, and for this we need to be very cautious while we are giving a rejoinder. Rejoinder is usually a letter which is given to an editor to add on the any missed out information in the newspaper, or to look in for the accuracy of the information that is being shared in the newspaper. So it usually used to clarify any misunderstandings or difference of opinion that is being published in the newspaper, and it makes the reader to look at the from others' point of view. So rejoinder will help readers see the varied perspective, and it also provides feedback to the writer who has written that particular article. What are the do's and don'ts? So we should respond to criticism in a positive and objective manner. We should keep the response to the point, brief and actual. factual. Have a colleague look over your rejoinder. So before writing a rejoinder to an editor, we should have someone to check whether that is correct and fine to send it to an editor. And it should address the main major points that is being raised, and it should also have headings and dot points to highlight the key points, and be very sure to show how the problems can be solved or overcome through the rejoinder. And we should be very clear and make the content easy and concise for reading. And we should respond in a very defensive manner, and we should also make an excuse before even writing the rejoinder. And we should waffle and use padding, include self congratulatory statements, and dwell into the positive commands, and make ignore all the negative ones. And we should not fail to use evidence to support our response or our perspective. And you should use dense text or prose. We should not fail to provide a reasonable or well thought out solutions for any problems that has been identified, and we should not fail to address the criticism directly. So this is all about writing skills and various types of writing skills. This particular one, rejoinder, is to criticize any piece of writing. Okay. Thank you.